Hey guys, it's Ron from Ron's Basement. Thank you for joining me today from the woods. I escaped the basement. I'm glad you're with me right now, wherever in the world it is that you're joining me from. We've got all kinds of craziness going on in the markets. We've got to deal with the Fed. We've got to deal with inflation. And we have to deal with the economy. But what's going on in the economy? I mean, really, is it that strong? Or are there some items that we need to look at that might indicate to us that things aren't so great in the economy and that the Fed won't be able to continue with their aggressive stance, which has been killing silver and gold lately? Let's talk about some interesting stories in this video. And then at the end, we'll draw our own conclusions. Are things really good in the economy, or are they really screwed up? Let's get started right now. What do you say we start with some good news, right? Apple Computer put out their new line of phones last week, and they were so proud of the fact that they're not going to raise the price on their phones. Do you think maybe, just maybe, they had to do that because they realized that people can't afford these high-end luxury phones when they're having a hard time buying school supplies for their kids, putting gas in their car, or food in their stomachs? Thank you for joining me in Ron's Basement from wherever in the world you are. I appreciate you. You're important. You're the most important part of Ron's Basement. Hey, if you enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, share the video with anyone you like, turn on the bell notifications. Number one, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let us know what you think. Your thoughts are important. And then from Europe, we got news from the world's second largest appliance manufacturer, Electrolux, that they are seeing a collapse in demand for their major appliance products. What does that tell us about what's going on in the world economy? But that's okay. We can spend all our extra money going to the movie theater just as long as we don't go to Cineworld, because they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, unable to make a profit because, hey, who's going to go to the movie theater when they can't afford a new backpack for their kids to go back to school? And our good friends at Morgan Stanley, that prestigious Wall Street investment firm, they're telling us to prepare for a 20% further decline in stock markets. And housing was doing great as long as the Federal Reserve was buying all the mortgages. But now that that's dried up, we're seeing the major mortgage companies laying people off. 80% decline in applications for refinances, and they're talking about a full-out crash in the UK, Australia, and Canada. But that's okay because gas prices are going down. I heard something hilarious when a person referred to the strategic oil reserve that Biden's letting all the oil go out of. They referred to that as the strategic midterm reserve. Let's see what happens to oil after the politicians are done with their shenanigans. And we're hearing more and more how food banks are being overwhelmed by people looking for free food handouts in this great economy where everyone's doing just fine and the Fed can be aggressive with their monetary policy. It sure seems interesting that so many people are having to rely on handouts just to feed their families. All of this when there's a major war raging in Europe and a spectacular energy crisis unfolding. As a matter of fact, in Switzerland, they have announced that if you get caught putting your thermostat too high or heating your water too high, you could actually go to jail this winter. Unbelievable. But if you live in the United States of America, everything's just fine from coast to coast. Unless you're in New Jersey, where you can expect your gas bill to go up by 25% this winter, or California, where you're being warned about rolling blackouts heading your way. Be careful out there, guys. Things are getting dicey in the world. And while the Federal Reserve and Janet Yellen want to make believe everything's relatively fine, if you take a look under the covers, there's a lot of things coming unhinged and unscrewed. I believe that gold and silver will retain their value as we navigate ourselves through these choppy waters. I don't have a crystal ball. Don't make any financial decisions based upon what a guy in the woods in St. Louis is sharing with you. Just my opinion. But when I consider that silver and gold have held their value for thousands of years, they've seen this show a few times, I personally feel comfortable. First and foremost, thank you for joining me here in Ron's basement. Even when we're in the woods, I will look forward to seeing you next time.